The Oracle Network. Look deeper.
Hey guys, welcome. I'm Abby.
And I'm Shawna.
And this is Anxious
And Afraid.
We're a podcast.
Two ladies.
Two ladies.
And a guy.
One man. Talking
into mics.
about crime.
And things that are weird.
Yeah, it gives you anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Probably won't hear much from the man, but mostly from the two ladies.
Those cool, smart ones.
This lady is Abby and that one's Shawna.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. That's us. That's what we do.
Yep. Welcome. I'm sure you understand why you're here.
Yeah. You want to get freaked out.
Yeah.
We're going to give that to you.
Indeed. So.
You ask me.
I do?
This week.
I thought it's my episode, so you ask me.
Okay.
We never know what we're doing.
We're always backwards. Hey, Shawna. Did anything make you anxious or afraid this week?
Oh my
Just
gosh.
off the cuff, I just thought of that question.
This is so professional. It's so funny. We even like talk about it and say it, and then we still screw it up. Wow, we really are funny these days. So I figured I should give like a little mini update as far as I know, because I talked about my parents last time.
Yes.
Yeah, and so as far as I know, my dad's been okay. He's doing fine. He's a little nauseous here and there, but like not. He's able to breathe, so that's the important part.
Yep.
So as long as he's taking it easy. But for my mom, I've been so shocked. I saw her and she was like such her like normal perky self. I was like, what? You were just like in pain.
Yeah.
And she's like had maybe like 2 or 3 sessions with physical therapy and boom, she's like fixed.
Wow.
And she feels great. And I'm like, I want physical therapy.
Give me that number.
I need to feel that way.
Wow. What even is it a lot of stretching? Like workouts?
I don't know. When they were talking about it, yeah, like I think she was like on a table.
Okay.
And like they were moving her like leg around, I think, and like pressing on a certain muscle. I think they like pushed it. Like I think they just said it was a contracted muscle that was stuck in a wrong position, so they like had to like move it back into place. It couldn't like go back on its own. Weird.
Yeah.
And so as soon as they put it back, it's like she's fine now.
Wow.
Like, that's so strange and
Ew,
weird.
Bodies are weird.
Yeah, but I'm glad she's feeling better. I'm really happy about it.
Yay. I'm
So
glad
they're
your
good.
parents are feeling better.
Thank God.
I know, that's scary.
I know, I can't handle it. 2020, don't do that to me.
Seriously, enough is enough.
What about you, Abby?
Well, just today I had to take Roscoe to the groomer for the first time.
Today? That was today?
That was today, just a couple hours ago.
Oh my goodness.
And I was really nervous because, well, we had to get his nails trimmed for sure because those were getting long, and he will just not let us do it, and it's a whole thing, and then I get upset and he's upset, and then he won't hang out with me for a while.
He's mad at you.
Yeah. And so I had to call in the professionals, but he did really well. I mean, at first he didn't want to go in the building, and that made me feel awful. Mm-hmm. Like they had to finally just pick him up and carry him in.
Scared.
Yeah, he was scared.
What, did it take very long?
Like an hour.
Oh, okay.
But he good. Now he's all fresh. They put a bandana on him.
Oh, that's precious.
I know, it's a Christmas bandana.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
I'll show you pictures, and I'll post pictures because who doesn't want to see that?
Yeah.
But,
he was so cute at the coast house.
Oh, yeah, you guys, we went to the beach, and it was so needed.
Just for the weekend.
Nice.
We actually lucked out on weather.
Yeah, in December. It was
in
sunny.
Oregon. At the coast?
Which
not
was
even foggy.
Yeah, we thought it was going to rain the whole time, and then the drive there and the drive back was awful. Raining so hard.
Talk about being tense.
So tense the whole time because it's just really windy roads. People drive like assholes.
Right. And you're like trying not to have a fight in the car because everyone's tense.
Yeah. Yep. So, but then like the weather at the beach was great. So that was
so good.
It was really nice.
It's a nice little gift, universe. Thank you.
And Roscoe really liked the beach.
He was so cute.
He didn't care for the ocean that much.
Yeah, he didn't like go in the water. Or anything.
Yeah, no, like the second the waves, he realized like waves were coming at him, he booked it.
Yeah.
He was like, no, thank you.
I don't know what that is.
I don't need to get in that. I don't need to be a part of it. I was like, I understand completely. It's cold too, so.
It is very cold.
But he's also scared of a lot of things.
Yeah, he's a little scaredy.
He's like a kind of a big dog, but he's scared.
That's so precious.
It's so cute, but like, I don't know, we got to work on his confidence.
Aww.
But yeah, Coast was good. I'm
Yeah,
really
it
glad we
was.
did that.
Me too.
Well, I think I'm out of things to talk about. Are
Yeah,
you?
cool. Yeah, me too. Well, actually, I don't. I have this whole thing.
You have a lot to talk about.
I have a whole thing to talk about.
I'm just gearing up questions.
Today, it's me. It's all on me.
Yeah, just thinking of all the ways I can interrupt you during your story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a difficult one. I like to remind people that I am not educated. I don't say words correctly.
Shawna graduated high school. Don't let her fool you.
So this might be difficult. I'm going to try and make it the best.
All right.
There's a lot of words,
Usually.
That's
Like
how-
hard ones? Hard words?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, let's have a ride.
I'm ready for it.
There'll
I'm
be plenty of times for you to make fun of me.
ready to laugh.
All right. So
With you, not at you.
Thank you, precious. So I did not think I was going to do this one this quickly,
Okay.
but I did, and here I am.
All right.
And I mentioned the phenomenon in my last episode of the ever hilarious ball lightning.
Ball lightning.
We're going to learn about ball lightning.
Oh my God.
I had to get it out of my system. I was just like, what is this?
The much anticipated ball lightning episode we've all been dreaming and waiting for.
Yeah, I immediately gave it to you. I just knew you needed it.
Oh my God. That's like instant gratification almost.
Yeah, almost.
I'm ready for the ball lightning.
Okay, cool. So,
Do you think you can say it now without laughing? Like,
Yeah, get it out now.
I mean, do you think you can?
Yeah, I think after researching it, I've like gotten over it.
Yeah, you're like acclimated to the ball lightning.
Right. And a lot of the times I've switched it to like ball of lightning or lightning ball. So that somehow sounds better to me.
Sure. Yeah.
No.
I like the variety.
We're just going to get into it. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone mature up in 2, 1, ball lightning.
I made it worse.
That was almost like a rocket launch kind of thing.
3, 2, ball lightning. I wasn't ready for you to say ball lightning at the end. I was ready to be mature, but I could. Okay, here we go.
Right? It's like total opposite. Okay. All right. So this first part might sound a little familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So as I mentioned in my last episode, ball lightning is an unexplained phenomenon described as luminescent spherical objects that vary in size from a wee little pea to several meters in diameter.
Oh.
It's usually associated with thunderstorms, but it is said to last considerably longer than a split second of like a lightning flash.
Right.
So that's what that is.
That is wild.
Right. So it's like literally just like picture balls of lightning. It's like literally what it is.
Are they just like whizzing around?
Yeah, I'm going to go into it.
Oh.
So we're just going to go into some historical accounts that I figured were worthy to mention.
Okay.
So here's a list of them.
Ready.
You ready for the wildness?
Soup's ready.
Nothing makes sense.
Got it.
So, okay.
So,
I'm finding my place.
winding up.
Covering my grounds here. Okay. One of the earliest accounts of ball lightning was on October 21st, 1638.
Okay, that's a long time ago.
Long ass time ago in Devon, England. During a severe thunderstorm, an 8-foot or 2.4 meter ball of fire was reported to have struck down onto a church and entered through it, nearly destroying all of it.
8 feet?
Yeah.
The ball of lightning was 8 feet?
Yes.
Oh man, in a
2.4
church
meters.
too. They
Right?
took that as a total sign.
Oh, girl, you know it.
They were like, "Who be sinning?"
Mm-hmm. So there was large stones from the church walls that were falling to the ground, and the ball of fire allegedly smashed through the pews and the windows and filled the church up with a foul, sulfurous
Yes.
odor along with thick, dark smoke.
Oh man, so it smells like kind of like a fart in there.
Yeah, or like kind of like a lit match, right?
Yeah,
That's like
like
sulfur, right?
Not good. Doesn't smell good.
But like overpowering too much.
Very like brimstone-y, kind of like hell, which is a great little
kind of like fireworks.
hell inside of a church. It's kind of funny.
Very dramatic. Okay, so yeah, the ball of fire is said to have divided into 2 segments. One exiting a window by smashing through it, and the other somehow disappeared while inside the church.
Disappeared. Well, yeah, I guess if it's
Kinda
made
like
of
sizzle out.
electricity, yeah, it
Yeah.
would just, there's no like matter, like physical, right? Left behind for lightning.
Right. So in this case, 4 people actually died.
Oh, shit.
And roughly in this event, 60 people were injured.
Oh,
So a lot of people witnessed it.
it was during church?
I think so.
Oh, no.
I don't. Maybe it was at night. I don't know.
I mean, there's only so many times a church is full of people.
Right?
Ooh.
But like back in 1600s, all the time.
Maybe just hung out there.
That's that's all that you did, right?
They probably had a stick and a hoop or a ball.
Maybe some food, some farm.
Wow.
A stick and a ball.
I just think that's so crazy that it happened at a church.
Yeah. And I typed up, they definitely thought this was either the devil or God's wrath.
God's wrath for sure. I feel like they're always like, give me a sign. Like,
Right.
Oh, no.
I didn't type it out, but I read that like they caught like two people playing cards during a sermon or something.
I was going to say, they were going to start singling some people out.
Yeah, they're like, you played cards and didn't pay attention to God, and God was angry, and this is all your fault.
Oh, yeah. I was like, all the dirty laundry is about to be aired.
It's ridiculous.
I bet it was great. Like,
Fun times to be in, right? Okay, so on November 4th, 1749, Admiral Chambers was aboard the Montague, a big-ass ship.
okay.
And this was just before noon when he observed a large blue ball of fire about 3 miles, 5 kilometers away from them. They immediately lowered their topsails, and the ball of fire came upon them so fast it raised almost perpendicularly up above them about 40 to 50 yards, 35 to 45 meters, and then exploded. So it shoots right at them, then goes perpendicularly up to explode.
Whoa. That's wild.
Imagine seeing that. You would think that
I
you're
don't
crazy.
Yeah, like, how do you... I'm also feeling bad for laughing at those church people that died.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking about that, and I feel bad. Sorry.
We're not evil people.
R.I.P. That was terrible. But
Yeah.
also, was the other lightning blue?
It did not say.
Interesting.
I don't think so.
Blue
But-
lightning is like even... I don't know. That might even be scarier than regular.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the other one was reddish because they thought it was a ball of fire, so it was like
right.
fire color.
Ooh. Fire color.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of colors involved, actually. Yeah, so this explosion was so big, it was described just like 100 cannons going off at the exact same time.
Jeez.
So it's not some just little explosion, firework. It's a big-ass explosion.
That is so wild. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it's really crazy. It sounds like it's actually so rare. It's like mystical. It's almost like folklore because it's just so...
It sounds unreal.
Exactly. So continuing on, the top mast was shattered into pieces and the main mast went down to the keel.
Oh, no.
I don't know what that is, but that's what it says. 5 men were knocked down and one of them ended up getting super bruised.
Super bruised.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like anyone died, but they were all knocked down and one was like hella bruised from it.
I am hella bruised.
Hella
here.
bruised.
Honestly, that's pretty good for what could have happened. Mm-hmm. Dang.
In 1753, in Petersburg, Russia, a professor named George Richman was such a fan of Benny Franks, is what I'm going to call him.
Benny Franks. Like Ben Franklin.
Yeah. We're on like a friendship level. So, Benny Franks is my
You
dude.
and Benny Franks.
Me and Benny Franks.
Got it.
He was such a fan of his. He wanted to conduct his own kite flying experiment, very similar to Benny Franks the year prior.
Yes, OG. Everyone knows about that.
That's how you know Benjamin Franklin really is the kite thing.
Got the kite and the key and the lightning.
Exactly.
Electricity. Eureka.
Science. Richmond was at a meeting at the Academy of Sciences when he heard some thunder roaring outside.
Ooh.
He pieced the fuck out and ran home to capture this moment and conduct his experiment.
Ooh, gotta run.
A ball of lightning struck down the string of the kite, struck his forehead, and killed him. I assume instantly.
Oh no!
So
wait, somebody must have witnessed that, right?
yes, actually. So let me continue. Because I'll mention it.
Okay.
The ball had left a red spot on Richmond's forehead,
Eesh.
blown open his shoes, and his clothing was singed. So Richmond's engraver, I don't know what that means or who that is, but it was someone with him. His assistant?
Engraver. What was his job?
I don't know.
He's
It's
a
the
scientist?
1700s.
Engraver. I was like, okay, for you engrave things.
I just assume it's his buddy friend that helps him out. I don't know.
He just engraves things for him on the fly. He just chisels his name into desks and walls.
That's what Wikipedia said. So I was just like, I'm going to go with it.
Interesting.
I don't know. So yeah, Richmond's engraver, who also ran with him home, ended up also being knocked down unconscious. But I think he lived. The door frame to the room was split open and the door was ripped from the hinges.
Jeez.
So this is like powerful shit.
Yeah.
In 1809, an English journal reported that 3 balls of fire, they like to call it ball of fire.
Okay.
Which is a nicer way to put it too.
Sweet balls of fire.
Yeah. So they reported 3 balls of fire suddenly appeared and struck down onto a British ship. So we're on another ship.
Mm.
The crew witnessed one of the balls descend and killed a man on deck and set the mast on fire.
Yikes. Doesn't like ships.
Right. I mean, you're out there, I guess, picture like the crazy waves of the ocean and it's stormy and there's thunder and of course it's going to like hit you.
Yeah, I guess you're the only thing on top of the water, so you'd be the target.
Mm-hmm. Another crewman ran over to the dude and then he was struck down by the second ball.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It says he was knocked back and was left with mild burns.
Okay.
I assume that means he is still alive, but I'm not sure.
Sounds like he made it out.
Maybe. But then there was a third man. He was killed by the third and final ball.
Did he also come running?
I guess so, maybe.
Oh, no. It's like...
These balls just had targets on them.
Chain reaction.
But all of the crew members reported an awful, nauseating smell of sulfur afterwards.
Okay.
So that is kind of a thing.
That's kind of the commonality between them all.
Yeah. According to a sworn statement filed by the French Academy of Science, a sighting happened on July 5th, 1852 in Paris.
Ooh.
During a thunderstorm, of course. A tailor was living next to a church.
Oh, God.
Another church.
The church.
He's coming to get you.
He knows you've been skimming off the collection plates. Drinking his blood wine, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, a tailor living next to a church saw a ball of lightning the size of a human head come out of his fireplace.
Oh, nope. Don't like that.
It flew around the room, re-entered the fireplace, and then exploded inside the chimney, destroying the top of it.
What the fuck?
Can you imagine?
No.
You even have a fireplace, even though...
I do, and I tried to picture it.
Right. Imagine just a ball of electricity zooming out of that.
Bees came out of it once. That was bad.
That's right. That's also not fun.
And we closed it up forever.
You're like, fuck that shit.
So right now it is lightning ball proof, but
You're in the clear.
no, I think that is wild.
Terrifying. It's going into buildings.
It's sentient. It knows.
Okay, here's the next one.
Okay.
A British occultist reported witnessing what he referred to as globular electricity during a thunderstorm in New Hampshire in 1916.
All right. Getting up there.
Yeah, we're going along.
Globular electricity.
It's kind of a cool word.
Yeah.
Globular.
Globular.
So globular.
Totally globular, dude. We should bring that in. Yeah, there's tubular. Globular.
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 Yeah, that's going to be the new cool word, right?
Heather Globular. Yep.
Okay.
That's the one.
That's fun. Okay. So he was sheltered in a small cottage when he, in his own words, noticed, I guess I'm going to try and say his quote.
Okay, here we go.
With what I can only describe as calm amazement, that a dazzling globe of electric fire, apparently between 6 and 12 inches, 15 and 30 centimeters in diameter, was stationary about 6 inches, 15 centimeters below and to the right of his right knee. As my right knee, he's speaking.
Right. You're a man right now.
Right. That I am. And continue. As I looked at it, it exploded with a sharp report, quite impossible to confuse with the continuous turmoil of the lightning and thunder and hail, or that of lashed water and smashed wood, which was creating pandemonium outside the cottage.
Cottage.
The cottage.
Said that like Moira.
I know.
The cottage.
The cottage.
So, okay. So the ball lightning exploded next to his leg?
Yes. And then he continues. He says, I felt a very slight shock in the middle of my right hand, which was closer to the globe than any other part of my body.
Okay.
So, like, on his right side, he's reaching for it, and he feels the spark of it exploding.
Okay. But his leg was fine?
Yeah. It was just, like, the level of his knee, I think.
Oh, okay. And it sounded like a little ball.
Yeah, not too big.
It's a little globular.
Globular electric.
Globulous.
Totally globular. Okay. Another incident happened in Germany on April 29th, 1925. Multiple witnesses saw a silent ball land near a mailman, move along a telephone wire towards a school, knocked back a teacher who was using a telephone, made perfectly round coin-sized holes through a glass pane. Very odd.
It didn't shatter the glass, it just made a hole through it?
It made coin-sized holes through it.
That's wild.
It's so strange.
Also, I think I know what it is. It's Casper, the friendly ghost, because I don't know if you remember in the movie, but he traveled along telephone wires and it kind of looked like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, this whole time I was like, okay, it's either ghosts or some of them are aliens, and then some of it's probably natural.
The ones, the silent
Just
ones
kidding.
are the ones that the guy said that it just stopped. It was stationary. It was just like floating there, and then it that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds very common to like a UFO. And
Yeah.
UFOs can be light.
Well, like it makes sense that it would just strike down and like wreck a church or something. If I don't know, but it doesn't make sense that it's like zooming around a room,
Right?
Yeah, it's weird.
Seems really crazy. This caused 700 feet or 210 meters of wire to be melted. Several telephone poles were damaged, and an underground cable was broken. And several workmen were thrown to the ground, but unhurt.
Dang, so that has like a lot of witnesses.
Yeah. Like in front of a school, like people are working, but then all of a sudden they're like shocked and thrown to the ground. Like,
Bad day.
right? Hey, honey, I just got thrown down by electricity. It's fine.
It's ball lightning.
It's fine.
It's super rare.
It's very globular.
You don't know her probably.
You don't know her. Okay. We are climbing on up in 1954.
Okay.
A physicist, a physicist, observed something hella strange, because all of this is hella strange, during a heavy storm in Budapest.
Okay.
Wind was rushing and even flattened a bush. Then seconds later, a fast, clockwise spinning, wreath-shaped ring appeared about 15 feet or 5 meters away from the original lightning strike.
That's an alien. That sounds like an alien.
It gets weirder. The ring's plane was perpendicular to the ground. So I believe that it's facing you like a hung up wreath, like a circle, like a mirror.
Okay, yeah.
And the outer and inner diameters were about 24 to 12 inches or 60 to 30 centimeters. And after a couple seconds, the ring became self-illuminated and had the edges of what resembled to look like sparklers sparkling.
Ooh.
So kind of pretty.
It's like a ring light?
Yeah, sparkling ring light.
A ring light, or like, what's the thing in Iron Man's chest?
That's funny that you mentioned Iron Man's, because I'm going to mention Doctor Strange.
Whoa!
Because I said picture Doctor Strange's like portal that he has to make in the air.
Yeah.
I feel like it looks exactly like that.
Yes.
It's circular, it's sparkly.
That's perfect.
You're welcome. So picture that. The ring was spinning rapidly about 30 inches or 80 centimeters above the ground and started increasingly turning red, then orange, yellow, and then finally white. A few seconds later, the ring turned into a ball, still spinning in the same way, not at all transparent.
What?
At first, the ball hovered stationary.
Weird.
But then began to move with a consistent speed of about 3.3 feet per second, 1 meter per second. It was stable and traveled at the same height in spite of heavy rain and strong winds. After moving about 33 feet or 10 meters, it suddenly disappeared without any noise.
What?
No noise.
So it didn't explode.
But it's like moving back and forth like steadily.
Right. That doesn't make any sense.
It's creepy. I don't know why it's creeping me out. It creeps me out a little bit.
Just because you just don't get it.
You don't get it. You don't see that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Here we go.
Oh, okay.
R.C. Jennison of, a lot of this is copy and paste, so, just bear with me, okay? It's one of those episodes. Okay, so R.C. Jennison of the Electronics Laboratory at the University of Kent described his own observation of ball lightning in an article published in Nature in 1969.
Okay.
And quote, "I was seated near the front of the passenger cabin of the all-metal airliner."
Oh, no.
You understand where I'm getting at here?
Oh, no.
Eastern Airlines Flight EA 539 on a late night flight from New York to Washington. The aircraft entered an electrical storm during which it was enveloped in a sudden bright and loud electrical discharge.
No.
I imagine that's just like lightning hitting the plane, right?
Yeah, like,
Can you imagine
looking outside?
Oh my God, that'd be so scary. Some seconds later after this, a glowing sphere, a little more than 8 inches or 20 centimeters in diameter, emerged from the pilot's cabin and passed down the aisle of the aircraft.
What?
Approximately 20 inches or 50 centimeters from me, maintaining the same height and course for the whole distance over which it could be observed.
Ew.
Isn't that disgusting? So like a ball of lightning is just in a fucking airplane down the aisle.
And the flight attendant's like, "Can I get you a drink?
Do you want an alcoholic beverage?
Can I get you a blanket?"
I mean, planes are terrifying enough, but then you see a freaking...
Please return to your seat.
Fasten your seatbelts. There's a ball of lightning.
That is wild. What the hell?
So creepy.
So, like, I don't know what to say.
I didn't even know this existed.
No.
This is why it's blowing my mind. Okay, so we're still going. We're getting there. On July 10th, 2011. Okay, this one's...
2011.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
This one's a cool one. So it happened in the Czech Republic. A ball of light with a 6'7" or 2 meter tail shattered through a window of a local emergency services building.
Oh,
out of all buildings.
Out of all buildings.
Out of all buildings.
So rude.
It's a really important one. The ball of light bounced from the window to the ceiling.
to the wall. To the wall.
I was hoping you were going to make that joke. To the window.
Can't help it.
To the walls. Yeah. And exactly. So to the floor, back to the ceiling. So it's going up and down. And then it rolled around the ceiling. And then it dropped to the floor and disappeared.
The fuck? What is that?
This is 2011.
I don't get it.
The staff was obviously shooketh to their cores.
Yeah, and they're medical professionals, so
they see something.
Incredible people.
Right. For real. They said they could smell the electricity and burnt cables. All the computers froze up, but they didn't crash. All of the communication equipment was, however, knocked out for the night, and wasn't restored until the next morning. Only one computer monitor ended up being completely destroyed.
Whoa.
So that's really weird.
Like, how do you even explain that to your superiors?
Right? Like, if you see anything like this and then you try to explain it to somebody, they will think you are crazy.
But at least there's strength in numbers.
Right?
Like, there was a lot of people that saw it.
No, there's a lot of reportings of this. It's really fascinating. I'm not even like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I left a lot of stuff out.
Damn.
So yeah. And then just a last little tidbit one here. On the 15th of December, 2014.
Okay.
It's another flight.
Oh, damn it.
Flight BE 6780 in the UK experienced ball lightning in the forward cabin just before lightning struck the aircraft nose.
So wild.
But it doesn't affect, it's like it leaves and disappears. It doesn't affect the airplanes.
I don't get it. What is that?
Isn't that, how does it not affect the airplanes?
I don't,
how does it enter and leave without destroying things or
like frying all the wires?
Yeah. Or just, I mean, it's a fucking plane in the sky. It freaks me out.
I don't know. I'm not smart enough to even like come up with any kind of
me neither
reasoning behind it. Makes no sense to me.
I'm going to try and talk about some.
Okay.
But let's take a quick little break here.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I'm going to list some characteristics of all of these sightings and reports.
Okay.
Ball lightning.
Mm-hmm.
So these descriptions of ball lightning do vary quite a bit. They're not all the same.
Right.
They are seen moving up and down, sideways, left and right, or just unpredictable. Mm-hmm. They are also noted to be both attracted to or repelled from buildings, people, planes and cars, and power lines. Some accounts have lightning ball moving through solid objects like metal or wood without it being affected at all.
Yeah.
While others report it being like way more destructive.
Right.
So
like breaking windows and buildings.
Yeah. The appearance of ball lightning has also been listed as transparent, translucent, multicolored, evenly lit, or as rotating flames or sparks. And the shapes also vary between spheres, ovals, teardrops, rods, or discs.
Weird.
This phenomenon is also reported to disperse in many various ways, such as suddenly vanishing, gradually dissipating, being absorbed into objects, popping, or exploding with such a force that it sometimes causes damage. They are also either totally harmless or very lethal. So it really is such a broad range.
Yeah. Almost like not all of those things are the same thing.
Yeah. So I'm now going to list like typical identifying properties, which some of it is kind of repeating. But let's go through it.
Okay.
So they frequently appear most simultaneously with cloud to ground lightning, typical lightning strike. Generally, they are spherical in shape with fuzzy edges. Their diameters vary in range from 1 to 100 centimeters. But most commonly, they are seen at 10 to 20 centimeters. They are usually colored with a range of blue, red, orange, yellow, and most commonly white. Is how I picture it. Their lifespans can be from a second to over a minute, with the brightness remaining consistent. They also tend to move a few meters per second, most often horizontally, but they can also move vertically, stay stationary, or move erratically.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It's very strange. But it also reminds me of like UFOs, you know?
Yeah, because they just dart around.
That's why they're UFOs, because they don't move like the laws of physics that we know.
Right, because they can just go up, down, forwards, backwards.
Yeah, with no like feel.
No needing to like turn around.
No projection.
It's
no
weird.
Tail, no force. Anyways, where was that at? Many also have been reported to have rotational motion. Some display an affinity for metal things and move along conductors like wires or metal fences.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Some appear inside of buildings, passing through closed doors or windows. Some are seen on flying aircrafts, terrifying. They enter the craft and then they leave the craft without causing any damage. Nope. I don't understand it.
Nope.
I don't like it anyway. The disappearance of ball lightning is also generally rapid, but might either be silent or have a really loud explosion. And there's typically odor of the burning sulfur or nitrogen. Nitrogen oxides are also continually noted. So apparently that smells like sulfur. It smells like matches.
Right.
Whatever. Okay. So I will go and dip my toe into some theories of why maybe this exists.
Please do.
Okay. But like I said before, I ain't no electricity scientist. Okay?
Okay.
I only have a high school education. And I do not know what I am trying to talk about.
Okay.
All right?
Well, I think this is going to be fun.
All right. Will be just as confused with you. Okay.
Cool.
But because of that, I will make sure that I will post a link to a YouTube video I watched, which is like this really cool guy really simply kind of explains these theories a lot better than I can.
Okay.
And in a really fast way. So I'll make sure I'll link that if you want to deep diver, because I'm not mentioning all the theories either. There's a lot.
Really?
Yes. They really have like tried to figure this out.
Shoot.
Okay. So I'm going to try my best.
Okay.
Bear with me.
I believe in you.
I think you said deep diver instead of dive deeper earlier. I just didn't want that to go unnoticed.
Oh,
It's fun.
I changed the phrase.
I did hear deep diver, and I
Did
was
I?
like,
Take a deep
Hilarious.
diver.
I was like,
check
A
out the
deep
video.
diver.
take a deep diver. And I was like, well, it kind of works.
Hey. I really change words all the time. Chad caught me in another word changing moment, and he's like, oh, is that just one of your words? And I'm like, yeah.
I know. You don't even know when you do it either.
I really don't. I'm just like, yeah, that's always a word. What are you talking about?
Deep diver. Take a deep diver. Everyone knows that one.
Hey, hit up that link. Take a deep diver.
Well, I'm glad you noticed and pointed that out. It's very funny.
That's the boy we talked about in the beginning of the episode.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first.
He chimes in every once in a
The
while.
first words I spoken.
Yeah.
So,
He's here.
My name's Michael, and there you go. Take a deep diver.
Could have used that at the beginning there, bud. But thanks,
Nah, wait
thanks for
until,
getting it in.
Wait until there's something worth saying.
He does things his own way.
He does.
All right. So the first one is transcranial magnetic stimulation.
Okay.
This is also a lot of copy and paste because, I don't know how to talk about this
You
stuff.
mean you didn't come up with this theory yourself?
Yeah, I didn't do it.
You didn't get your doctorate on ball lightning? You didn't get a grant for ball lightning? Sorry.
I want to see your degree.
Dr. Shawna Crabtree? Ball lightning specialist? I could see it on a sign.
Stop it.
Globular electricity babe.
Stop.
Okay. I'm done.
We gotta get through this. Okay.
Like ball lightning would.
Okay. Yes. Good job.
The segue.
Anyways. Scientists in 2008 stated that the features of hallucinations experienced by patients having epileptic seizures. That's really hard to say.
Epileptic? Yeah, that's
seizures.
a lot of syllables there.
Yeah. In the, is it occipital lobe?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Are similar to be observed features of ball lightning. The study also shows that the rapidly changing magnetic field of a close lightning flash is strong enough to excite the neurons in the brain. This strengthens the possibility of lightning-induced seizures in the occipital lobe of a person close to a lightning strike,
Totally.
establishing a connection between epileptic hallucinations, mimicking ball lightning and thunderstorms.
Whoa.
Weird.
The brain is so weird.
Right? Oh,
But it totally makes sense. Because, like, you know, strobing lights, like, can cause seizures.
Sure. But, however, this hypothesis fails to explain observed physical damage caused by ball lightning, which has been observed by multiple witnesses.
Oh, totally.
So, I don't think it's that.
No, but that is cool just to
It's
know.
a cool little thing that happens, right?
Yeah.
Fun. Science.
Science. The more you know.
Okay. So now there's the microwave cavity theory.
Sure.
A Soviet physicist proposed that ball lightning is a glow discharge driven by microwave radiation that is guided to the ball along the lines of ionized air from lightning clouds, where it's produced. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay. Really trying here.
It made sense to Michael. You lost me at... I guess I don't know enough about microwaves.
I know. When I get to the word ionized, I'm like, I don't understand.
Start breathing hard.
I don't get it.
Ionized.
This is what I mean. But anyways, this is what Wikipedia said.
This is... If I'd looked this up, I would have been 6 Wikipedia holes deep at this point. Like, okay, what's ionized mean? Okay, what are microwaves?
Do you know how many words I had to look up? I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
I remember learning about this stuff 20 years ago. Like,
right. And I was never into this kind of science in high school. I was like into biology.
Biology, for sure.
So this is not like my first time.
we were biology babes.
Oh, I wanted to be a biology teacher. I was that nerdy about it.
Yeah, you did.
I did take a couple like community college classes and then I had to drop out.
You know, it happens.
You know, millennial problems.
I took a lot of classes before I dropped out.
Yeah, you were so close.
I was very close.
That's also really sucky.
I know. Story of my life.
I never started and she never finished. Okay. The ball serves as a resonant microwave cavity, automatically adjusting its radius with the wavelengths of the microwave radiation so that resonance is maintained. So how I understand it is microwave is like the circle mucous membrane of the thing, and then the other waves are inside it contained.
So there's plasma forming the
Yes.
ball, and there's microwave radiation trapped inside the ball bouncing around.
Okay.
And when it escapes, that's providing the propulsion for the plasma ball to move around.
Kind of like air escaping from a balloon.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, Michael. Thank you. So
Oh my
smart.
God. That was teamwork, you guys.
Wow.
Michael with the science.
Love it.
I
That
brought it
was
home
fast.
for us stupid people.
Good points. Gold star.
Cool. Okay, that's interesting.
That is interesting. You kind of can picture it, but
But where are the microwaves coming from? Why? Because of the lightning storm?
I think, yeah. Everything comes from lightning.
Mother lightning is always the answer.
Yeah.
Daddy lightning, probably more like Zeus, you know.
True.
Nice.
Then there's also the theory of a positively charged solid core. So imagine that like there's actually mass within these balls of light.
Okay, like an everlasting gobstopper.
Sure. So, say there's a core and it is surrounded by a thin electron layer with a charge nearly equal in magnitude to that of the core.
Okay.
So a vacuum exists between the core and the electron layer containing an intense electromagnetic field, which is reflected, guided by the electron layer. So the microwave EM field, the electromagnetic field, applies radiation pressure to the electrons, preventing them falling into the core. So somehow they all work together to stay in a ball.
And that's what propulses? Is that a word?
Propels.
Propels? Is that what propels them around as well?
Yeah, but that's only if they have a solid core, like a solid nucleus or whatever.
Okay.
And we don't know that. We just don't know.
We don't. Never caught a ball of lightning. I don't know how you could. How would you study that? Like, I don't even know how you would.
Like, you would have to be a storm chaser, a scientist.
Ooh, like Twister.
Yeah.
I fucking love that
Fucking
movie.
love Twister, and that would be so cool.
I just watched that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I should go back and watch it.
It was still good.
I want to just do that once. I just want to be in a truck and I want to see a tornado from far, far away.
Fuck no, I'm never doing that. That's going to be the solo trip for you. Every time I watch that movie, I'm like, these people are so goddamn stupid, but I can't look away. But what are they doing? They're driving right at it.
It's like hauntingly beautiful.
I've never seen a tornado, but I've seen just dust or whatever those are, like dust.
Oh yeah,
devils.
Me too.
But like the thought of seeing an actual tornado makes me pee my pants a little.
Yeah, as long as I know I'm away from it. I mean, obviously I don't know that scenario, so it's never going to happen.
I've only seen them in movies, and it always seems like the worst thing ever.
Oh my gosh, The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh, another one I've seen a million times. What's wrong with me?
Love it so much, though. Okay.
Like, what am I scared of? Tornadoes. So what do I watch? Twister, of course.
That's why I'm scared of tsunamis and freezing to death and tornadoes and everything else.
Basically, Mother Nature.
She feisty.
Father Lightning.
Okay. I got one more, I think, for you.
All right.
And I think this kind of makes the most sense, or it's maybe been the most studied.
Okay.
But it's the vaporized silicone hypothesis. I'm going to call it silicone. Some people say silicon.
Okay.
Is that two different things?
Silicone.
Yeah, two different things.
So should I say silicone?
Is there an E on the end?
There's
or not?
no E.
Silicon is the element silicon.
All right. So I'll change my ways and I'll say silicone.
Silicone is a sealant.
Science thanks you.
All right. I'm trying to be, correct.
You are now.
Thank you for correcting me. I
Good
asked
job.
for the help and you gave it.
She doesn't seem that happy about it, though.
No, I really am. Okay. No.
Happy to help.
No, I really am. It's fine. Really? Stop it.
You just make me laugh.
Anytime.
Stop.
Especially when you don't ask for it. I'm done.
No, you're smarter than me, so it helps. God. Okay. Vaporized silicon hypothesis.
Okay.
Suggests that ball lightning consists of vaporized silicon burning through oxidation. Lightning striking Earth's soil could vaporize the silica contained in the dirt and somehow separate the oxygen from the silicon dioxide, turning it into pure silicon vapor. And as that cools, the silicon could condense into a floating aerosol bound by its charge, glowing due to the heat of the silicon recombining with the oxygen. So I think that's very interesting.
Interesting. So it happens because of a lightning strike.
Yeah. And the things in the earth somehow separate, and then it's science,
That makes sense for everything but like the plane lightning.
True. Good job. Yeah, you're right.
Because what is...
They're in planes.
Yeah. They're in the fucking sky.
Okay, well...
Not a soil to be found.
Right, you're right. Okay, anyways, let's...
Maybe there's something in the plane, though, that could
but
react
it's like,
with it.
A main is, our main. A plane is made out of metal. It's a metal conductor. So it's like, why wouldn't it would be attracted to a plane immediately, right?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that it would be.
That's why they.
But it doesn't make sense that it just like goes through the wall like a little ghost orb. I don't know.
Right, a ghost orb.
It's weird.
And the fuselage for an airplane actually acts as a Faraday cage, which is supposed to shield everything inside of it by redirecting the current around the outside.
Actually, I think I knew that.
That totally makes sense.
They would put in a safe.
Yeah, if it wasn't safe to be in the sky like that,
right,
we'd never fly.
Right. I'd be like, how does this work? How do we fly?
Welcome to this magic box in the sky. Why just fly? No, I don't. The plane one though kind of throws that all off. I don't know. What do you think, Michael? Does that make any sense to you?
I don't know.
I mean, it could be a good number of it, but it still doesn't make sense for all the reportings.
If you watch these videos of a lightning strike in slow motion, you can kind of see these small trailers that come up from the ground, which is, I think, supposed to be the lightning bolt finding the shortest route to like a conductor in the ground. And I feel like maybe those little trailers are what people are seeing as ball lightning.
Maybe one of those pop out and it's its own ball of lightning.
But you can only see those like little trailers like in super slow motion, so I doubt
it's a split second.
people's eyeballs could capture that. So
Yeah, because some of these are like reported to happen for like a minute.
Yeah, like the rotating ring from Doctor Strange. It was there staring at him for a while.
That one was an alien.
For sure.
For sure.
weird science.
They were actually in the like Marvel dimension.
Yeah. You actually just almost saw Doctor Strange. That was a whole different thing.
Maybe he was Doctor Strange and didn't know it.
Oh my god.
Maybe it was the very beginning of it.
Someone tell him.
Okay, so an experimental investigation of this effect published in 2007 reported producing luminous balls with lifetime in the order of seconds by evaporating pure silicon with an electric arc. And there's videos and spectrographs of this experiment, and they have been made available, I guess.
Cool.
This hypothesis got significant supportive data in 2014 when the first ever recorded spectra of natural ball lightning were published.
Ooh. That's cool.
So, yeah, I think that like they can kind of recreate it, but I don't think they can still pinpoint that's the sole, explanation.
Right. Just because you can recreate something similar doesn't mean that's exactly what's happening.
Right.
But, I mean, that's cool, though, that they actually, like, made it.
Yeah. I mean, they're, like, trying to figure it out. It's cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Maybe that is what it is. And it's just so much more crazy when it actually happens in nature because, there's so much more, I don't know, force behind it. Honestly,
we don't know so much about our own Earth. We don't know anything. We don't know the ocean. We don't know the sky.
We don't know the ocean. It's actually kind of terrifying.
I'm kind of surprised.
It's scary. What's down there?
There's so many mysteries right here on our planet.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I am ending. I pretty much already said it, but like currently, right now, 2020, there is still no widely accepted explanation for the phenomenon of Ball lightning.
Ball lightning. Man.
So that's crazy, right?
Thank you for doing that. That was super interesting.
Okay.
So glad you did it so soon to like when you said you just said you were going to do it.
You should just go on YouTube and like search ball lightning and then there's like the weird videos.
So there's actually video footage of it.
Kind of, but it's like maybe things similar to it because some of them are like at like I don't know, like plants. You can see like there's electric things nearby. I don't know. It was just like fascinating to like weird little lightning videos.
Well,
there's so many different kinds of lightning.
I didn't even know that. So
I could have gone into more like I almost was like, what are fun facts about lightning in general? But I was like, oh, this is a whole nother thing. I don't know anything about lightning.
Oh, a lot of science. Okay.
A lot of things I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like you're brave. I would have read all that and been like, I don't understand this, therefore I cannot talk about it.
I know. That's why I was so scared. I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to try and talk about it.
It's okay, because Michael kind of knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, you totally like helped me up there, so that was great.
He actually did get a degree.
Yeah, he's the smart one. He got college.
He got college.
He got so much college.
You got a college on a paper.
I did a college once.
Yeah.
For way too long.
Yeah, you did a college for a long time.
Yeah.
But you got out with a piece of paper.
So did Chad.
That was one expensive piece of paper.
Oh, they do it.
I know. Oh, well.
Die inside.
Yeah. You guys weren't too...
Die inside and then immediately get asked for money when you graduate.
Gosh.
I can't believe they do. That's so annoying. They're
I know.
like,
I think Chad still gets letters like, hey,
Michael does.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They're like, hey, you
and I'm like,
graduated.
do you know how much debt I have still that I will never repay?
They're asking for money when you still have so many student loans.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's insulting U of O if you're listening.
It is, yeah. Chad's like, fuck you.
Fuck you. Well,
yeah.
What else?
Okay, let me do a quick shout out because she's been so active lately. I've been so happy. Oh, my sister-in-law,
yes,
is constantly like on our Instagram, and she's like a really good fan of ours and she like listens, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so flattered.
Did you want to say her name?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I thought I did. Melissa, hi girl.
Hey
I
girl.
see you.
Hey Melissa.
Thanks so much for being active and talking about our episodes. Like, I believe you.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. And her and I are like both really shy and like not very talkative. I don't even think we talked very much when I went to their wedding.
Really?
But I wasn't always with her. But yeah, we were talking so much about like all this fascinating stuff we're into. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's introverts. You can talk online.
Oh, for sure. I love it. So thank you, girl. Hi. Love
Hi.
you.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for interacting.
Kiss Benny for me.
Benny's a baby.
Yeah, my little nephew. Betty Franks.
Because you guys are pals and he lives with Melissa, obviously.
Okay, what else?
Do you have anything you're listening or watching?
You know what I finally been okay, so we got HBO back. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, thank god, I have so many things I need to watch. So I finally binged the I'll Be Gone in the Dark.
Oh my god, should I binge it? I'm scared.
Have you not seen it?
No.
I thought I was the only one who hasn't seen it. Oh, I'm shocked, Abby. Watch it immediately.
It's hard to watch things like that when I know Michael's gonna walk in. Judge
but
me
it's
for
intense.
it.
It's so deep. It's so deep into her life. It's like just, oh, it's so good.
Okay. I'll watch it.
And like Karen Kilgariff is in it, and she gets interviewed. So I'm like,
Oh, it's
It
gonna
was
be
so good.
sad though because like
it is. It's so sad.
damn it.
But you got it. It's only 6 episodes. So do it
Okay.
immediately.
All right.
Also, right on top of that, you should watch the documentary on HBO, also called, I think it's called A Murder
on
Middle
Beach.
Beach.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just finished it. It's only 4 episodes, I believe, and oh my gosh, it's so good.
I almost started that last night.
You should. It's so good.
Do you know what I watched instead? It was on Netflix. It was The Ripper, the Yorkshire Ripper.
Oh, I was watching that
documentary.
trailer.
Yeah.
Is that good?
I'm only like, I'm not all the way done with it, but it was very good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's gonna be one coming out about I posted it in our Facebook group.
Oh, Ramirez.
Yes, that
Richard
guy.
Ramirez.
Mhm. So that'll be really interesting.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
A lot of good ones coming out.
Yeah, I love they know true crime is like the thing.
That's where it at. Well, Michael and I have also been watching Letterkenny.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That's our new show, our new binge show that we can just put on and watch.
The one we watch at the coast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's just really funny.
It was really funny.
The writing is really good and fast. We have to
It was so fast.
It's very fast. We had to put on subtitles so we could read it.
Oh, for sure.
So that we could, like, I don't know, understand it because it goes so quickly. Yeah, that's been a fun watch. I don't have anything else. Been listening to a lot of Dolly Parton lately.
Oh my gosh, love! You should tell Chad.
Oh yeah, I should.
He's such a fan.
I love her like really old classics. Those are the ones I like.
She is classic.
She's
a
amazing,
legend.
and she's been donating so much during COVID.
She reads like children's books.
Yeah, and she gives away free children's books.
We don't deserve Dolly.
She's an angel.
She's the best.
And people give her shit for what she looks like, and she's a queen.
She's a queen, and how can you not like her? Like,
everyone likes her.
Everyone likes her. It doesn't matter what side you're on, and politics, you fucking love Dolly.
I know. What I love is like my mom, Republican, Chad, Democrat, Obvi, but they like totally bond over Dolly Parton.
You talk about Dolly, and they're just like, oh my gosh, Dolly.
Now they're friends. She brings people together.
She does. So sweet.
Any other mentions?
We are gonna have a little promo at the end of our episode, so stay and listen to that. It's our good friends from Unexplained Oregon.
Yeah, another Oregon podcast.
I know, you can't really get enough Oregon stuff. It's so good. So stick around for that.
Yeah. Oh, and we were also gonna let you guys know we're gonna take a little Christmas break.
Of course, yes.
So we're gonna be gone for
Christmas. We won't record that weekend, so
yeah. So we'll be gone for a week or so.
So just miss us a little, and we'll come back.
Yeah, we'll come back.
It'll be the new year, right? I don't know how.
I don't know how calendars work.
It might be the new year.
It might not be.
Ugh. I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
Do you want me to look? I have a calendar here.
Do it. That's
So
why you're
if
here.
we don't record that weekend, then that, yep, it'll be the new year.
Wow.
Oh my God, we're coming back next year, you guys.
Wow.
See you next year.
Oh my God, see you next year. So funny.
Hate when people do that. I do it.
So cheeseball. No, I know. You have to.
You have to. You know, I hate it. Yeah, so we're gonna enjoy some time off
And you too. And stay safe.
and catch up on old episodes if you feel like it.
Yeah.
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 So, where can they find us for episodes and stuff?
It's like she wants me to
Abby?
do something.
Hint, hint.
She's staring at me pointedly. Okay, so Shamids. Instagram. So Shamids. Instagram, we are on there as Anxious and Afraid. The pod, sorry, it's dark in here and I can't read.
It's really dark and it's up high. We need to switch it.
We do. Our whiteboard's far away and I'm old. Okay, so we're on Facebook. We have a group. We have a page, Anxious and Afraid the Pod. We're on Twitter at AA the Pod. We have a Patreon. Please donate if you want. You get a sticker. You get a shout out.
Ad free?
Ad free episode, like an early release.
Oh my God.
But like a full day.
That's like some perks.
And you'll put a smile on my face.
And mine.
And that'll feel good.
We're getting weird, man.
Nah. It's the Christmas spirit. We have an email you can send your stories or suggestions to. It's anxiousandafraidthepod@gmail. Oh, I forgot. The Patreon's at patreon.com/anxiousandafraidthepod if you do want to donate after I said that weird pitch. And then we have a website, which is anxiousandafraid.com. Don't forget to rate and subscribe. Buy some merch if you want. Those are cool gifts. And yeah, I'm done.
Fun. I have to say it.
You should say like happy holidays in there or something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, whatever you celebrate, we're all inclusive.
Yeah. So have fun with your holiday or not.
Really trying to cover our ground here. Okay. And good ep and good night. Credits, y'all. This is how I figured out ball lightning. Wikipedia.com, scientificamerican.com, and youtube.com with the channel called Answers with Joe. The music is by Broke for Free and we're edited by Michael.
Anxious and Afraid is partnered with the Oracle Network.
Hello, creepers. This is Kim.
And this is Christine, and we're Unexplained Oregon.
Are you as drawn to the creepy as we are?
Have you ever wondered why so much is happening in the Pacific Northwest?
If so, you need to join us for our weekly podcast.
Kim and I have been best friends for 33 years, and we love to get together and laugh and talk about all things creepy.
Yeah, so listen to Unexplained Oregon. And Christine, I promise I'll try to keep my F-bombs to a limit.
Yeah, right, Kim. And I'll try not to say,
See you there.